I'm going to start. Hi, this is Crazy John Kerecz, and I'm here with Paul Hooper, the world-renowned comedian.
World-renowned? Huh?
World-renowned. Yeah, everybody knows about you, right?
I think so.
Maybe you can tell us about yourself, how long you've been doing comedy, where you're from, and how you got started?
9 years ago. It's almost the 10-year anniversary, February of '98 was the big day, and then Charlotte, North Carolina, the Comedy Zone. And I got started because I always wanted to do it, but and then things were going horribly wrong in my life, you know, girlfriend, jobs, and shit like that. So out of desperation, I just did it.
Nobody dared you or anything? You just...
No, it wasn't a dare. There's no bet or anything like that. You know, it's just like finally like overcome the fear and do it now, or you never do it. And then 10 years later, I'm sitting in a hotel hallway right here.
Getting interviewed.
Yeah.
Now, who were your influences? What comics influenced you?
All the legends, yeah, like Carlin, Pryor, Hicks, Bill Hicks, any of those guys, yeah. Eddie Murphy, that was the first huge one, and then of course Gallagher. No, I hate Gallagher. Make sure that was clear. You're gonna say that again?
You hate Gallagher?
I hate Gallagher. That kind of shit. Can I curse on this one?
Yeah, you can say anything you want.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, how would you define your comedy then? Gallagheric?
God. No, I don't know. Just regular stand-up. I don't know. People say edgy, but that sucks. Like that title of edgy or whatever. Yeah. You know, nothing's safe. Just say it like you see it. Like that.
So, any odd stories you'd want to tell us or relate to the people watching?
From the old drinking days?
Any days. I guess if people that don't know, you used to drink a lot and now you're sober.
I'll tell a story that you can do to people that drink that I thought was an original idea that I did to my buddy, Randy, in Omaha, Nebraska. The club put us in an apartment, a condo situation. There was another comic there. We had been drinking, Randy and I, and heavily. And Randy used to pass out. That was our problem. We liked to party together, but he would pass out and I wanted to stay up and keep drinking. So we always had this conflict at the end of the late night. And so he's asleep on the couch. I'm pissed off, pushing him. Wake up, Randy. Wake up, wake up. Whatever. He starts cussing at me. Fuck you, whatever. Long story short, this goes on 15, 20 minutes. The other comic's trying to intervene. Then Randy gets up, stoned up, half awake, hammered, and goes to the bathroom and to take a piss. And he's still yelling at me, and we're arguing. And while he's taking a piss, his eyes are closed, whatever, like that. I'm like, he's not listening to me. I'm never getting my point across. So I decided it'd be clever to do this. He's pissing. I cup my hands under his urine stream and then throw it in his face. And it got his attention. And then it led to fisticuffs. But I think anybody should do that. Like if you have a problem with a buddy like that, a similar situation, I say do that. Because everybody wakes up covered in urine or pee. I mean, immediately you're going to get their attention. You know, so
I'm not sure I'd want to be catching my buddy's urine while he's peeing. But you know, everybody has to have a pastime.
You risk the germ thing. You can't be a germphobe if you do it.
Well, somebody brought up the point one time, did you ever notice when you pee into a container they consider that sterile?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have to worry about germs from the urine.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I didn't...
Well, you didn't get sick, did you? So there's proof.
No, I didn't get sick, but I was so hammered at the time, nothing would have gotten through, so...
Actually, I was thinking something recently. I've been reading a book, Nikki Sixx's Heroin Diaries from Motley Crue.
That guy.
And I picked it up when I was in L.A. last week because I figured you're going to pick up a book about a guy in L.A. Well, you're in L.A. But I thought to myself...
You dropped you were in L.A. It's very...
Well, I was in there for a conference. City dropping. There you go. But my point was, I thought to myself, all these people, some of these musicians and entertainers have done so much drugs, but yet you're surprised that they didn't get so many other diseases. I really wonder if all those drugs in their system don't kill off the other stuff.
Here's what I'm amazed about that Nikki Sixx, and I want to read that book too, is that a couple years ago, you know, he's married to that playmate, was it Donna D'Erico? Does he cover that in the book? And then
I didn't get to that part yet.
They broke up. Of course they broke up eventually. They had all these kids and they broke up, and I go, you have to be the world's biggest optimist to think you're going to change Nikki Sixx. Like, she went into that marriage thinking she was going to change Nikki Sixx.
Don't they all think they're going to change us?
Yeah, they were all a project, but he is the World Trade Center of fixer-uppers. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's that, like, she's out of her mind. It's her fault for thinking you can change Nikki.
It's funny. That's a good point, though. You're right. So, tell you what, do you have some websites you could plug that people could go see more about you and also track your shows?
Yeah, paulhoopercomedy.com or myspace.com/paulhooper. And so the website's being updated, and then, which means I owe my buddy money, and then he'll update it. Or MySpace.com has the updated tour dates, and I'm on that. So, you know, if you go on there, Paul Hooper on MySpace, and then I stay on that all the time, like a 15-year-old sad child that I am.
It's fun. You can meet lots of people on there.
Between that and online poker, I don't come out of a hotel room. That's why I look this complexion.
So what's your next big show you have coming up?
Where do I go next? Tallahassee, Florida, next week. The next 5 weeks, I don't know. It's like Tallahassee, Toledo, Lansing, D.C. The routing is fun. But, good cities.
Throwing bottles around over there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So now you've been doing comedy for 10 years. Any advice you might have for an upcoming comedian?
Be a glutton for punishment? I don't know. The thing for an upcoming comedian, if you're horribly insecure, it's a good place to, you know, it's cathartic to get on stage and do that. And then, you know, it's just stage time. That's all you can do. There's no secret. Stage time, stage time, stage time. Then hope you get better. Or if you don't, then I don't.
Hopefully you learn from your, you know.
Well, don't do that. But, like, you know, it's an option, but that's on you. I don't condone that, you know.
Tell you what, something I ask people a lot, say 3 to 5 years, where would Paul Hooper want to be?
Working at a Bennigan's, probably in Fort Lauderdale, somewhere like that. Who knows? Not even bartending, just bar back.
You wouldn't want to be driving your Ferrari into a tree and...
No, that's ideal. I would love to make a lot more money, you know, do all right, but I want the ridiculous money. I would like that. But I don't know. There's no, like, direct path to that, so you got to get lucky, too. Doing stand-up, that's all I want to do. And make more and more money, so I don't have to stress. And just do stand-up and yell at people.
And get yourself a good woman that wants to try and change you.
Yeah, I got a good woman that's trying to change me right now. I'm not taking. It's not working. Very frustrating.
In closing, anything you'd want to say to everybody out there?
Just always remember Jerry Falwell in your heart. No, I take that one back. Don't. That fucker. No, just come out and check out a show, I guess.
So get on your websites, see where you're going to be, and come out and see it.
Check out a show, yeah, come see it. If you like unfiltered, like uncensored, yeah, comedy, then please do. You know, just straight stand-up comedy. Come check it out.
Well, thanks, Paul. Thanks for being with you. We wish you lots of luck in the future. And if you do get that disgusting large amount of money, remember the weird people that interview you here in Harrisburg.
Would it be weird if we close this interview with a kiss? Maybe set that down on the table.
That's okay. But thanks, though. You know, you are kind of cute. But this is sorry about that. This is business, though.
All right.
Maybe after we're off the camera.
Maybe so. All right.
Okay.
Peace be with you.